The growing interference of the United States and Israel in Argentina's internal affairs has not only pushed the country's diplomatic ties with Tel Aviv and Washington to a new minimum low, but it also stirred up new tensions with the Cristina Fernández administration. The Argentine foreign minister has addressed a letter to his American and Israeli counterparts, John Kerry and Avigdor Lieberman, strongly urging them to refrain from meddling in the domestic affairs of the South American nation. The move followed an Israeli attempt to send an international committee to investigate the 1994 bombing of the Amia Jewish Community Center, as well as recent demands by several U.S. congressmen to impose sanctions on Buenos Aires.
Argentina is greatly concerned about the increasing frequency with which some countries are using the scenarios to define disputes based on their own geopolitical interests.
The political turmoil unleashed by the mysterious death of the Amia Special Prosecutor Alberto Nisman, who according to WikiLeaks was close to the CIA and the Mossad, seems to have sparked an unprecedented interest of Washington and Tel Aviv in the Argentinian politics. Nisman had leveled charges against President Kirchner, including the accusation that she obstructed his investigation. In a speech to the national television, Kirchner also sent a strong message to the United States and Israel.
We live in a world full of interests, where some countries want to subordinate others and are constantly trying to undermine governments that resist. That is why we urge the US and Israel to refrain from dragging us into their conflicts in the Middle East or impose any aggressive policy against our nation.
As revealed by President Cristina Kirchner and her foreign minister, the U.S. and Israel have been attempting to meddle in Argentina's domestic affairs ever since an investigation on the 1994 Amia bombing was launched. Evidences show that both Washington and Tel Aviv have been scrutinizing every single detail of the probe, and that poses a big question mark on what interests lie behind this case.
Both Israel and the U.S. have been consistently trying to bring their conflicts into our territory, either because our security forces are not prepared for this kind of actions, or because our intelligence services are strongly influenced by CIA and Mossad. This government suffered tens of attacks from the U.S. and Israel right after Argentina resumed the diplomatic relations with Iran.
A U.S. embassy spokeswoman here in Buenos Aires declined to comment on the issue. However, the State Department has affirmed Washington's past interest into the Amia case investigation, adding that it will maintain the same policy in the future. Manuel Gifoni, Press TV, Buenos Aires.